everyone, I am Priya and today I will show you how an admin can set a minimum OS version limit for enrolling Android devices using MaaS360. You have two main options to achieve this. Option 1 is using compliance rules. So for this, first log into the MaaS360 portal, navigate to security, then select compliance rules and click on enforcement rules on the left. Here you will find settings for managing OS version limits. You can specify the range of OS version you want to allow. Just choose the minimum and maximum Android versions from the drop-down menus. For example, let's set the minimum to Android 7 and the maximum to Android 10. Keep in mind that compliance rules are applied after enrollment. So the device will be enrolled first and then it will check for the compliance. If the OS version isn't within the allowed range, the device will be unenrolled. But what if admin wants to prevent devices with lower version from enrolling in the first place? That's where our second option comes in, which is setting minimum OS version for enrollment. To restrict enrollment, go to Setup, select Settings, and then click on Advanced Enrollment Settings from the left menu. Under Advanced Management for Android devices, check the box to set an OS version limitation. Choose the lowest Android OS version allowed for enrollment from the dropdown. For instance, let's set it to Android 10. Make sure that you are saving your changes here. After this, if a user tries to enroll a device with an OS version lower than the set minimum, enrollment will be blocked immediately and an error message will show on screen. You can even customize this error message. For customizing this message, go to Branding under Settings and then select Android Enrollment Configuration. At the bottom, you will find an edit box where you can modify the error message that users see if their device doesn't meet the OS version requirement. Just click Edit here, make your changes, and then hit Save. You can use %Android version placeholder to display the actual OS version of the device in the error message. Now let's see it in action. I am going to try enrolling a device running Android 7. But remember, our minimum version is set to Android 10. Fill in the details on the first screen or scan a QR code provided by the admin to start the enrollment. After a few initial screens, you will see that the enrollment process has stopped and an error message appears. This error message matches what we set in the admin settings, and the placeholder has been replaced by the device Android version, which is Android 7 in this case. So those are the two options available in MaaS360 for setting a minimum OS version limit for enrolling Android devices. With the compliance rules method, enrollment happened first and the rule is applied afterward, which might lead to unenrollment if the OS version doesn't match. On the other hand, the minimum OS version limit for enrollment blocks enrollment right away if the OS version is below the set minimum version. Thanks for watching.